Let's listen closely. So remember what holiday is coming up soon? What is it? This week, what are we celebrating? Halloween. Yeah, can you tell me some of the things we do during Halloween?
Decorate our house.
We decorate our houses.
That's the last time I went trick-or-treating. Well, actually, I forgot to get my pumpkin basket first. I just bought a bag instead.
Aw, what do you do for Halloween?
Go trick-or-treating.
We go trick-or-treating. Cool. So we dress up and we pass out candy. Do we carve pumpkins? Have any of y'all carved a pumpkin this week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My mama did have 3 pumpkins for me, my brother, and my sister, so we could decorate them.
Yeah, you can paint them. They're called jack-o'-lanterns. Good job.
I'm going to put them up here.
Yeah, so remember when we talked about how other countries don't celebrate some of the same holidays we do? Do you remember what that holiday was called? It's called the Day of the Dead. Do you remember some of the things that they did that were kind of similar to what we did during Halloween? Here, what we can do is we can look back in the book and we see all these pictures here. We can kind of pick out those details, some things that they do. So they kind of play music and they dress up. Is that something that we do? They make food. Yeah? And kind of the same things.
My mom does that for me.
Yeah. So then they make these little paper decorations, kind of like how we have like the bats and the spiders and the spider web. Like that. Yep, that spider over there. So we do all of these things. So what we're going to do with this information, so we're going to do just like, you know, how you do your data over there. We're going to make a data chart about the holidays. So this is where I asked you to go get a pencil. Are you okay with pink?
Yes.
Good. And then I'll let you choose what color you want. So we got purple, kind of like a reddish color, yellow, and green. Which one you want? You want that red color? This one?
My favorite is
Green. Good job.
pink.
All right, so we're going to kind of make our chart look like that. And that chart's a T table because it looks like the letter T. So I want you to draw a big T, just like mine. Like that. Big across your paper. Yep. Good job. So what we're going to do is we're going to compare and contrast the holidays. So can someone tell me what compare means? Have you heard that word, like comparison? No? It's like where you compare 2 different things. So like if I were to compare you two, I would say that you guys have the same pencil. So we're looking at things that are the same. You know?
I know what it is.
Yeah, and then yeah, good job. Those 2 apples are the same, so those are similar. So we're gonna look at some similar. Yeah, so we're gonna look at some similar things about the Day of the Dead and Halloween. So remember what we were talking about? What are some things that are the same about these 2 holidays? We talked about dressing up. Is that something they do during both holidays? Yes.
We can buy the same costume.
We can buy the same costumes? Yes.
I was the red Power Ranger.
Elsa,
And there
yes.
was another person that was a Power Ranger. I was the red one, and he was the red one, too.
Ooh, so you guys were similar because you were the same, right? Yeah, so on your chart, see how she has yes and no? So we're going to label our chart very like that. So we're going to put the similarities here. So I'm going to write similar. Do we know how to spell similar? I'm going to sound it out. It's S. So write it, yeah, either box. So you can write it there. Good job. S, I, M, I. Good job. L, I, A, R. Similar.
I already said mine, but
Good job.
you're so good.
A, R. Good job. And then on this side, we're going to do what's different about the holidays.
Oh, right.
Yep. So I'm going to label this chart different.
I didn't know how to spell that.
Good job.
Me too.
Spell it for me. Right, different, right here. Can you see?
What is it? I didn't even see that.
You're doing good. Oh, sorry. Trying to hold it where everybody can see.
This is gorgeous. I really got no space for the the T.
You can do it. Good
Good
job.
I did it.
Different. I'm so proud of you. All right, so now we're going to fill in our chart. So we're going to start with the similar. So let's see, we're going to list 3 things that are similar. So I'm going to go ahead and number my paper.
Oh, I'm going to do that.
What's one thing that's similar, that's the same between the holidays?
What about 2 Elsa's?
2 Elsa's. So you want to say that you can both dress up for both of those holidays? So one thing that's similar, we're going to dress up. So I'm going to write that under the similar because that's how those 2 holidays are the same. So under similar, I want you to write dress up. Dress up. Because during Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead, they dress up skeletons and things like that, remember?
I didn't say thing.
Good job, you numbered it. So on number 1, I want you to write dress up. Right here. Spell it like that. Can you see? Good job.
I'm going to eat and 2 X's.
Mm-hmm. 2 S's.
Barely spelling it.
You're doing so good, though.
And this.
Good job.
I'm barely doing this.
But you're doing it. Good job. All right. So while he's finishing up, let's think of some other ways that the 2 holidays are the same. If we need to, we can look back in our book. Let's see. What's something? We said that they dressed up because here we see all their costumes.
That's what I did.
Oh, look. They decorate their houses.
I remember I was at the stadium and then there was a lot of people that had candy and I had like a lot.
Uh-huh.
And I got a balloon from the baby
So that can be something that's similar. You said something about food. So during this holiday, I'll fix it. Thank you, baby. Let's see.
I went to the baby shower now.
There we go.
All of us had the same food.
All right. So the similarities, we're still talking about things that are the same.
Yeah.
We see how they're decorating. Don't we decorate our houses? Yeah. It does not want to stay on there.
That's on me now.
Ooh. Maybe it'll stay a little while longer. All right. So on number 2, for the second similarity, we're going to put decorate.
I don't like decorating.
You don't like decorating?
I do.
You do? Did you decorate your house for Halloween?
But I almost do it. But my mama
said she didn't like decorating.
I had to ask my mom.
Yeah, to
my
ask.
number 2.
Yes. All right, so on number 2, will you write decorate for me? If you need to learn how to spell it, it's right here. Can you see? D-E-C. Good job. D-O-R-E-A-T-E.
No A.
A, right here.
Oh, I forgot a C.
Oh my god. I just write the wrong thing. I always forget how to spell it.
It's okay. That's why I'm showing you. You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
Man, how do you know how to spell that?
And look at me. And look at me.
Like the emoji.
He said, I'll teach you how to spell later.
I spelled it.
Good job.
I needed one more.
We're almost done with the similarities.
Man, why am I the only one that just keeps taking forever?
No, you're doing just fine. You can take your time.
Oh, yeah, the off.
Because when you take your time and don't rush through it, then you do it right the first time.
Yeah,
And then you don't have to do it again.
Yikes. I guess I'm gonna have to write the other letters under.
It's okay. We can just squish it right there. You're doing good.
Let's see, gonna get in my face.
Who's that? Get off my face.
Remember earlier when you said something about candy? Remember? I think somewhere in the story they said something
There's
about
something about
some bread or some sugar skulls.
Remember?
It does not want to stay, does it?
No.
Nope.
No.
I'm just gonna write my last one underneath it. This last.
I know. It would never stick. It fell down.
I'm gonna write something on the other one too.
How are we gonna put it back up? Like,
No sock. You got blue. That's not red. Hold on, let me put This is a real Lego, bro.
All right.
That man
Maybe
got
I'll
a
stay up a
Lego
little bit
shirt.
longer. All
That
right.
man
So you
got
look.
money.
Look here. You see all these little skulls? These are made out of sugar.
don't, yep, I don't like
Candy's made out of
sugar.
sugar, right?
But don't eat too much candy.
Because the
Uh-huh.
last time when I was in the cockapoo, I
Because you'll
barely
get
had like
cavities. So that's another thing that's very similar is we can put food or candy or sweets. You want to put sweets?
He eat a bit.
Because they eat a lot of sweets and sugary foods. So in the similar, let's write sweets. Right. Like sweets. How much you write sweets right there for me, okay? We'll just leave it like that. It should be fine.
She just like the 3 and a 1.
It's just going to have to lay there.
That's 13. I love 13.
Right here. Write sweets for me. You got it?
No,
Look at you.
I'm gonna do the same thing as Ava too.
Put it right here. Because her similar side is just flip-flop.
Tip. And
Doing a little ball circle.
that.
Good job. So now look, we have 3 things or 3 ways that Halloween and this holiday are similar.
Just right now.
Good job.
Wait. I know.
It's a double.
You lost it.
It is a W.
You lost.
What sound does the W make?
What?
What?
I have a last. I have W in my last
Why
name.
did you give it
I was
to
going to
me?
say, it'll be
I
fine
don't
if it doesn't stay. We'll just have to
I'm barely doing it.
leave it there. We tried all we could.
Yeah. That was
You're almost done. T-S.
I made my T and my S.
Now, it was made up.
Zariah. No, that's the only
Good
good
job.
you.
I gotta
All
get
right.
on my chair.
So now that we've talked about how they're the same or how they're similar, we're going to talk about how they're different. Ooh, what's one thing that's different?
A different trick-or-treat box.
Yeah, they don't go trick-or-treating. So for
Different
this one,
scissors.
we can say trick-or-treat
I
or
like
no trick-or-treating.
What?
Yeah, they don't go trick-or-treating.
Well, my mom said she was not gonna take me, but she really did.
So under differences, we'll say no trick-or-treating right here. You can label yours 1, 2, 3, just like I did.
I don't like trick or treating. Oh no.
No. You're going to write yours here because that's where you wrote differences. So we're going to label it 1, 2, 3, just like we did on this
Is
side.
it an O2?
Yep. No is N-O.
I made it.
No.
With the O.
Yep.
K-O like you just beat up somebody.
Oh, we don't do that.
I don't like doing that.
No trick-or-treat. Let's stay on task. Write it right here. Write
T.
it.
T, T, T.
Yep, trick-or-treating. Where are you writing yours? Good job.
Oh, good
You
job.
should write
It's
yours
taking
right
us a
here.
long time to finish this.
It's okay. So I gotta stay on task so we can get done.
I'm almost done.
I'm
I'm gonna do 1,
Man, this is too much cow.
injury.
Spell victory? What is that?
Trick or treat. Trick, we'll start with this word right here. Trick.
Oh,
Yep. And then or. Got no trick. And then write or right here.
oh. With my lowercase.
R. Yeah. And
It
that's
looks
trick.
so small. I gotta be erased.
It's okay.
I'm gonna tell my mom that I spelled all these. I'm gonna tell my mom that I did
Treat.
this.
Did you write trick or treat? No trick or treat. Good job. Treat. T-R-E.
Oh, but that's too good. I'm only gonna draw a B. There is a B. I barely see that.
R-E.
I don't know if you got it. Smash it to the
A-T.
What? I can draw a circle between. I'm gonna draw it underneath.
That's fine. And then T.
Like this.
Good job. So we got two more left. That's it, just two. So let's think. What's another thing or another way that they're different, that they're not the same? Remember how we said that? Yeah, the skeletons do look a little bit different.
Oh, I know what I saw. A different.
What did you see?
A different moon. It was orange and the one was white. That's different.
The moons are different. Yeah.
Like that little thingy right
remember-
there, the little points.
Do you remember this page
Oh yeah.
where they made the altar? And then the altar, they have pictures of people that have passed away, like maybe their grandma or their great-great-grandma or grandpa or
Wait,
like
those
a
are
friend.
skeletons and those are people. How are they not the same?
So what happens during this holiday is that they make these altars to welcome back the dead. So this is the dead coming to visit the altar, because if you don't make an altar, they don't come back.
Right.
So this is like a way to welcome them.
That's their family.
Mm-hmm. So these are the people that are still here. And then see how they decorated, and then the dead come back to see them. So under a difference, in Halloween, we don't make altars, do we?
No.
No. So here, we're going to write altars.
Does that?
Altars.
Actually, he's not even real. God
So
is
look,
barely
right
real.
here, I want you to put a number 2, because that's our second reason. We're going to write altars.
Circle, T, circle.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's showing.
Oh, we did it.
And, yeah, I'm going to keep that right here. Will you write
That looks
altars under your
That looks like
differences?
a clown.
Oh.
Like otherwise, I just ate little George's from
Focus it. Stay focused. Number 2. You wrote number 2. Good job. You write altars.
What?
It's a very short word. Come on, let's spell it. A.
See, I write it in.
God,
Right here.
it's so easy.
You're doing so good. E. R.
So R P
S.
Boom.
R. S. Good job. Now let's think of one more thing that's different between these two holidays. Do you remember?
There.
Do we have flowers on Halloween?
Where?
Right here? What kind of flowers do we have? We don't have flowers here. It's leaves. All the flowers die.
These leaves.
Remember?
They are leaves.
Listen, look, let's
Nobody
read.
dies like
We
that.
gather flowers. These are also called the flower of the dead. So we can, that's one thing that's
I
different.
saw that before.
You know?
My mama saw
So
that.
under differences, we can put flowers.
I know what else is different.
What's different?
A different person.
A different person? Yeah, because everybody who does an altar, they're going to try and welcome a different person, right?
Yeah, but
So that's good. That's a good difference.
like the person in the skeletons, they do look like the same person.
You're right, because they came from different people. That's really good. That's good. So if you
Is
want,
So if they didn't have the holidays, they was gonna stay like that way.
so under number 3 for you, you can write different skeleton if you want.
I didn't even
You want to
know
try and spell it? Good job. You did so good.
that means.
Good
I
job.
saw that before, like the little thingy from the
Did you
little
write
troll.
yours, flowers?
From the little troll thing, you know who she was? She was like
Flowers.
pink. And
Yes,
guess what?
okay. You can write it right there. You got plenty of room.
I remember from this little troll thing, like she was like running super fast. I barely was like,
I'm not ready.
All right.
I was
so
about
look.
to cry. That's why I'm barely crying
Listen.
already.
Aiden, let's listen. So look, we made a chart that helped. Yes, a very pretty chart. We made this chart. Listen, we made this chart to show that we know 3 similar things about these holidays and 3 different things. So now you can go home and tell your parents that, hey, not everybody celebrates Halloween. They do it differently. And you can show them this and say, look, they don't go trick-or-treating, and we don't do altars, and we don't have flowers from the dead. You can tell them that and see what they say. And then you can be like, oh, but it's kind of the same. Yeah, go ahead. It's kind of the same because they both dress up and they both decorate. Are we listening? Hey, are we listening? Are we listening? And then we both decorate. We decorate what? Schools and houses and things like that. And then we both have sweets because they make what? Sugar skulls? Remember those? Yeah, sugar skulls and candy.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is my last one.
That's fine. Good job. All right, that's all. So when you go home, I want you to show your parents what you did.
Wait, we can take this home?
Yeah, I want you to go tell your parents, be like, this is what I learned, and I learned that not everybody celebrates Halloween. I want you to tell them about it.
And trick-or-treating.
Yeah, I want you to tell them how it's similar. Remember what we said about
I'm just
similar?
going to go put mine in my backpack.
Okay, good job. Thank you. Bye.